Hello everyone, welcome to the Hypergamous Journey. At this channel, we discuss dating advice for women 50 and older from a hypergamous perspective. I'm 61. I have not arrived, so I am on this journey with you. I share with you my real life dating advice and just my views and opinions on dating and also my experiences. And I've been dating a long time. One of my subscribers, CK, asked me to do a video on skincare. And and she said I have gorgeous skin. Actually, quite a few subscribers have said that I have gorgeous skin. And that always surprises me because when I was younger, I had acne. Now, it wasn't really bad. I didn't have a bunch of black spots all over my face, but I did have acne, and particularly around my cycle, I would get these huge, we called them zits. I mean, I did anyway. Back then they were called zits. So they would have this, small center, but all the way around the zit would be soreness and inflammation. And then I would get them like on my chin, on my cheek, but generally they kind of centered like the lower part of my face. So when people say that, I have gorgeous skin or I have nice skin or my skin is glowing, I'm always like surprised because of this history with my skin. But I was also torn too between, wearing makeup for this video and not wearing makeup to just let you see what my skin really looks like. So I guess I have a pretty good foundation, meaning my skin condition is okay, that it would look smooth and gorgeous and glowing when I put the makeup on. But as you can see, I have hyperpigmentation. I have some sunspots right here. They just appeared one day. Or maybe they're called H spots. Some lighter ones right here. And some over here. And I had a zit here because I was eating a lot of chocolate. This is when I went on my trip to Brazil, South America. And I was always at the buffet dining hall or dining area where you could just eat whatever you wanted any time of the day pretty much. So I got that one from there. So this is healing. So CK, thank you. And here it goes. So I'll start from the beginning. I always had an acne condition, and I would go to the dermatologist, and I knew that I was working, so I was able to pay for it myself. So that must have been in my 20s where I was able to pay for the dermatologist myself. And I would use over-the-counter things to clear up the dark spots, none of which really worked. So I started getting acne around 12, 13 years old, and it really began to bother me when I turned 16. 16 was the age where I was allowed to date. I knew at the age of 10 that I could date when I was 16 because my mom always talked about, well, there'll be no dating and seeing boys here, none of that until you get 16. So I knew. So when 16 hit, I was like, woo, I'm going to go on dates. So that's where I guess I really began to pay attention to my skin, and the things that I was using was not really helping. I was using Neutrogena soap, and I think at that time, we're talking 50 years ago, 40, 50 years ago, Neutrogena was the only soap, I think, on the market or had the reputation of being able to clear up skin. I had oily skin at the time. So I would buy the Neutrogena bar soap for oily skin. And then my mom said, don't try to get rid of your oily skin because as you age, your oily skin will help you in your aging. So I just gave up on Neutrogena and all of these over-the-counter stuff, going to the dermatologist who would give me prescription stuff that started with a T, and it was in an ointment, and then you would put it on your face. I would put it on my face. So at 16, I believe I stopped putting soap on my face, period. I only wash my face with plain, clear water. And I still do that. I put no soap on my face. Yeah, so I have this hyperpigmentation, especially right here. I have these dark circles. This is unique to my family. On my father's side, pretty much all of the women have this dark circle thing going on. And actually, we're kind of known in his hometown by this little feature right here. So, yeah, so I know this is not going anywhere. Maybe I can make it lighter. Maybe if I go to bed earlier and had a good night's sleep, it would be a little bit better, but not really that much. Even at 6 years old, I had these dark circles and they were darker. I have a picture of myself in first grade. So, so that's the beginning of my routine. I don't put soap on my face. I just use plain water. I use a fluffy washcloth. I'm discovering that affordable towels and washcloths that are thick and absorbent are hard to come by. Even expensive towels, depending on the store, of course, are not as absorbent. So I'm always on the hunt for really nice absorbent bath towels and washcloths. So I'm gentle with my face. I've started doing some kind of massage thing here and go up, massage here and go up, massage this point and go up, and here and go up. This really helps clear the nasal passages. It really does. So I saw this little routine from a very young woman, an Asian woman who was doing it. So I was like, okay, that looks good. I can do that. Okay, to help with these, to give me a more defined jaw, because as we age, we get this little, gobbly thing right here. So I've started doing this exercise in the morning whenever I can think about it, about 50 of them, and it's this. You see how all of these muscles get tightened and contract? To help with this jawline, I can't do anything about this unless I get some surgery done, which I'm not about to do, but doing this helps tighten that. And I've noticed a difference. And I've been doing about 3 weeks now, so I've noticed a difference. When I can remember, I use some Ambi on my dark spots. All over my body, if there are dark spots, I use Ambi. This is the oily skin formulation, but to tell you the truth, I just pick up whatever they have and I just use it. The key with all of this is consistency. It's consistency. After that, this got me started. I used to follow in 2011, 2012, a natural hair person, YouTube influencer at Natural 85, NAPTURAL 85. This was when my hair was longer to my shoulder and it would just knot up. I could comb my hair, watch the strands knot up on each other. I was baffled by this. So I was on YouTube day and night trying this, trying that, trying this, trying that to keep the ends of my hair from knotting up. I would comb it and then it would knot up, comb, knot up. And I was like, this is crazy. So finally, in 2016, I just cut it all off. to this hairstyle. So no regrets. But one day I found this recipe on YouTube, I believe. Homemade hair and body oil. It talks about olive oil, jojoba oil, castor oil, sweet almond oil, avocado oil, and vitamin E oil. And it tells you the measurements to put in this kind of bottle. And so I went to Sally, and then it tells you what it is. Now, this was written, I typed this up in 2011, 2012. So I've had this a very long time. And so I went to Sally and I got this kind of bottle because it's easy to pour. And if it falls over, it doesn't make a big mess like it would if I took this top off. Also, this kind of bottle has measurements. Ounces, 1 ounce. I think that says 2. It's hard to tell. How do you go? They do something like that. 3 ounces, 4, all the way up to 8 ounces. Because these instructions tell you how much olive oil, 2.5 ounces, 2.5 ounces of jojoba oil, 1 ounce of castor, 1 ounce of sweet almond oil, 1 ounce of avocado oil, and a 1/2 ounce of vitamin E oil. And so I put it in here as my main mixture. And I keep this one in my bedroom. And this one I keep in the bathroom. So it has one of these little things that you can just dip into your hand and rub it together and apply it all over my face. This is what got me started. And then I just got tired of trying to find the jojoba oil and the this oil and the that oil. I'm kind of old school, so I was going to the store looking for it and I couldn't find it. And then I just gave up. And so now I've pared it down to something really manageable. I just use extra virgin olive oil. This is the Walmart brand. It could be any, as long as it's extra virgin. And I had to figure out, what's the difference between extra virgin olive oil and just plain old olive oil? And what I found out is that extra virgin olive oil and cold pressed olive oil are the same. The other olive oil has a high level of heat that's been applied to it. And of course, we know that heat kills any nutritional value pretty much anything has. Pretty much. With some exceptions, of course, the high the temperature is, whatever. But basically, extra virgin olive oil is has more nutrients in it than the regular olive oil. So then I also use coconut oil. This is by Trader Joe's. I like Trader Joe's version because it doesn't have so much, little solid pieces when I put it in the palm of my hand, rub my hands together, it becomes a liquid, and then I can just put it all over my body. And that's it. And so the makeup covers up the hyperpigmentation, but I guess my skin overall is in good condition because the makeup evens it out, and people say I have gorgeous skin. Anything else? Also, I use sunscreen. When I got these right here, I was like, I need to put sunscreen on every day. And so I started putting sunscreen on every day. So when I'm in the shower, I put the olive oil on because my face feels dry. So when I'm in the shower, I get out, dry off, I put the olive oil on. When I'm done drying, I come. I'll also use petroleum jelly. Unscented petroleum jelly. This is Walmart, but any petroleum jelly will do. I put this on my feet. I put this on my feet because the feet takes a lot of abuse. I use a pumice stone to clean my feet. You didn't ask about this, but I'm just giving it to you. And then I put petroleum jelly. Then I've used the coconut oil all over my body. I like Trader Joe's brand. I've tried other brands, but this remains creamy even in cool weather, and when the coconut oil becomes solid. So I put this all over my body, my back. I use the Ambi for dark spots on my back, my face. And that's it. That's all I do. And now that I've gotten this out, this is what started me. I think I'm gonna go back to this and buy some of this stuff now that I can buy it online without having to go to the health food store or any other store to try to find it. I'll just do that. But that's it. That's it. And then this concoction also can go for your hair. I've used it in my hair. Like I said, I don't know if it really worked or not because I never was consistent with it. But as far as the coconut oil and the extra virgin olive oil and the Vaseline, I know that works. And another area that mature women have dry skin, you know, our hands, and this area right here, the décollage. I don't know if I'm saying the name right, but I just call it the cleavage area. The cleavage area. So I take the olive oil and I put it on my neck and I take it on down here. I also put sunscreen down here throughout all the seasons, year round. And then I put the coconut oil here too. Have I forgotten anything? I don't think so. So, you know, this is what my skin really looks like without makeup. And, you know, you've seen what it looks like when I do have makeup on. And apparently, it works because I get compliments quite often. Thank you for your compliments, CK. Thank you for this idea. And if you have any questions, just put them in the comments. I look forward to answering them to the best of my ability. And another thing that I want to say too is teeth whitening. Now, when I went to the dentist last year, or I just recently went to the dentist, but when I asked my dentist about teeth whitening, she wasn't even a dentist. She was the hygienist, the person who cleans the teeth. I asked her about teeth whitening, and she said that she had gotten teeth whitening and it sort of damaged her teeth, that her teeth are extra sensitive, especially the front, to temperatures, cold and hot and warm temperatures. And she didn't recommend it. And she said I would be better off getting teeth whiteners. And, you know, they're strips that you put on your lower and upper teeth. And you can take them all the way back, or you could just stick to the front. But, you know, we drink coffee, we drink tea. I drink a green smoothie every morning. And I noticed that my teeth are getting a little bit of a green stain. And I'm like, what? And I even noticed a green little cast in my hair. Didn't stop me from drinking green drinks, but I just noticed it. So I go and I get the teeth whitening strips from Walmart. I started off with Crest, and then I went to Walmart because it seemed like there was really no difference except price. And so women, ladies, as we mature and we've been drinking coffee and tea and other drinks for 30, 40, 50 years, it shows in our teeth. And I see so many of my friends who drink coffee and tea regularly with brown teeth, or, you know, it's not even yellow. It's like a brownish yellow. So there's an easy fix for that. White strips. they could be crest, any whatever, but use them and use them regularly. I was doing mine 2 or 3 times a week, but that was too much. So now I do it once a week, and you just leave it on there for 30 minutes and then you take it off. And as long as you're consistent with it, you will see results. See? Because I didn't have white teeth. I think my teeth started turning yellow when I was like 13. And I was like, I woke up one day and they were yellow. I was like, what? What happened to my teeth? And then I realized when I started this Hypergamous Journey in 2019, and Shira or Michaela Pink, one of them were talking about mature women and how we need to change some things about us that age us. And makeup technique was one, hairstyle was another, and whitening our teeth was the other thing. And so I've been doing that for 3 years. I've been doing teeth whitening and, you know, my beauty routine for my skin longer than that, since 2011, 2012. But I've really just transitioned to the olive oil only and the coconut oil only within the last 2 years around COVID time, because when I got sick, I couldn't go out and get all of the stuff, the different oils for that recipe. And so I told you I suffer from, I can't say suffer, I told you I have decision fatigue. So everything has to be really simple for me to do it and be consistent at it. And this beauty routine that I just shared with you is very simple. Now, I will link in the description. I just saw a video from a man who was diagnosed with cancer, and he's 50. So he's been juicing and doing everything naturally. And he talked about black seed oil for growing his eyebrows. He said his eyebrows was getting thin, and I have thin eyebrows. So I'm going to try that black seed stuff. But I really am on the natural side of things rather than going out and buying products, beauty products, because when I read the label of beauty products, they have olive oil or some kind of oil in them, coconut oil. And so I just feel like I should go to the source where it hasn't been tampered with as much as beauty products have been. And, you know, it's always the luck of the draw with it. So ladies, whatever works for you, that's my beauty routine. Share with me yours, and maybe I'll see something that I can incorporate into my beauty routine. But so far, I'm pleased with the results, and it seems that a lot of you are too. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Oh, did I talk about this part right here? It looks scaly and dry. I've just noticed that black women look scaly and dry. Mature women look scaly and dry. And I was that way too. But younger women just look dry. So they have, you know, youthful skin, but they just look dry. So ladies, oil up. And you know, you might not want to go out looking like, you know, a grease bunny, but, you know, I think there's beauty in being oiled up. There's beauty in being oiled up, so oil up. Yes, so anyway, that's it. I will see you in the next video. Bye.